burning out there. Hello, right, carry on with 18.1. This is question 3. It looks very similar to question 2 actually, but we'll see, shall we? Now, copying complete diagrams, no. Calculate the length marked x, giving your answer correct to 1dp, just like in question 2. Now, let's just do this one here. What have we got? I've got an angle, I've got an opposite, so let's call it op. And I want the longest side, that's called the hype. Now, it's op and hype. You should recall we've got to use the sine for that. So the sine rule is the sine of 48 degrees is defined as the opposite length, which is 7, divided by the hypotenuse length, x. Now be very, very careful. What we want is trapped underneath. So we've got to bring it on top first, haven't we? So I've got x times the sine of 48 degrees is 7. Everything is now on top. So to get x on its own, we simply divide the 7 by the sine of 48 degrees. That's all we have to do. We've just rearranged it. We could have done it in one step. Take the x up and the sine 48 down. But listen, for the first one or two, I'm not going to do that. Take the x over to the other side and multiply. But you can't multiply x with sine 48 because you don't know what x is. But we don't want to know what sine 48 is now. Just take it next door and divide. So my calculator and yours can easily handle this in one step. We simply type in what we see there. 7 divide sin 48. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Watch this. So 7 divided by sine 48. See? That's all I've done. Easy, isn't it? Then you press equals. Bang. What do we got? 9.4. Interesting answer. I'll tell you why. Because 9.4 is the hypotenuse length. It is the longest side of the triangle. And we can be very confident we got it right because the 9.4 is longer than the 7 centimeters already given us. So we've probably pressed the right buttons and got it right. See? Dead easy. That's A done. Let's just do, I don't know, let's just do C. Going across the page there. I ain't got space for all of these. C. Well, what have I got? I've got the opposite length there. So that's called the op. It's opposite the 38 degrees. And the x is next to the 38. In other words, it's the adjacent. So I've cited opposite and adjacent. Op and adj is tangent. So is it not tangent? Yes, it is. So state the formula. Tangent of 38 degrees is defined as the opposite length, 11.7, divided by the adjacent length, which is called x. And once again, we can see why question 3 is different to question 2. What you want is trapped underneath the division line. So again, take the x over and multiply. So x times the tangent of 38 degrees equals 11.7 centimeters. So x on its own, the mystery adjacent side, would be 11.7 divided by the tangent of 38 degrees. Just ask the calculator what the tangent of 38 is. Watch this, I'll do it in one step. 11.7 divided by tan of 38. Alright, can you see that? Easy. Press equals. There you go. 14.97. 15.0 to one decimal place. So it's quite a long side. So it's 15.0 centimeters, and forgive me, that was centimeters as well. Alright? It doesn't look like 15 in relation to 11.7. Doesn't matter. These are never drawn to the correct scale. They're only diagrams on which numbers are pinned and letters are pinned. That's as far as it goes. So we know it's right. We've got the correct formula. Op over adj is tan 11.7 over x. Rearrange it. X comes to 15 centimeters. Let's just do E here now. What have I got? Okay, so this is the opposite side, opposite the 71, so I need to work out what the op is going to be, and I'm given the hypotenuse, the longest side, which is opposite the 90, so op and hype is playing with sine again, isn't it? So here I go. The sine of angle 71 degrees is defined as the opposite side, x, divided by the hypotenuse side, the longest one, which is 7.5. And look, in order that we don't get stuck in a rut, they've done a funny on us. They've done a dirty. They've gone back to one of these ordinary ones where what you want is on top. So simply take over the 7.5 and multiply. X is going to be 7.5 multiplied by the sine. Oops, the sine of angle 71 degrees. Do it in one step. Watch this. 7.5 sin 71. Alright, 7.5 multiplied by angle of sine 71. Press equals 7.09, 7.1 degrees as it turns out. Sorry, 7.1 centimetres, not degrees. Silly me. Alright, dead easy, isn't it? So let's just recheck again. Op over hype is the sine of 71, so that'll be x over 7.5. Take it over and multiply, press equals, and there it is. Beautiful, isn't it? Now, is there a chance to do f? Let's have a look, what's worth doing? Let's just do f because I've got space for it in this dark area here. We'll just do this one only, alright? So f is going to fit here. What have I got? I've got 31, and I've got his opposite, so that's an op there. And I've got the x there, which is the longest side, called the hype, because it's opposite the 90 degree. I've got op and hype, well that's sine again. Sorry to get a bit boring, but it's just why I picked them. So here we go. The sine of angle 31 degrees is defined as the opposite length, which is 9.4 meters actually, divided by the hypotenuse longest length, which is x. And now we've gone back to one of these where it's trapped underneath. Let's just do it in one step, do a direct swap. So x is going to be 9.4 over the sine of 31. Got too excited there. Sine, not sim. The sine of 31 degrees. Pick up the machine, press equals, and Robert is your brother's, however it goes, Bob's your uncle. That divided by sin 31. Alright, press equals, bang, 18.25. What do you reckon? Easy peasy. 18.25 is 18.3 degrees. No, 8.3 meters. I said Bob's your uncle, so Robert is your father's brother or your mother's brother. Yeah, Robert is your father's brother. So Bob's your uncle. Very good. That's all I want to do. That's what I've got time for, really. And that's a little mini video. Then I'll turn over and just do a few questions that stand alone, and that'll be the third video for 18.1. So that'll do.